Hey, we've got the second series of the MGA 1600 here. MGA 1600,
there we
the
are.
fixed head version,
MGA here.
1600cc, precursor to the MGB, running on very similar underpinnings as independent front suspension. Later ones have disc brakes on them, but they have very, very pretty earlier design bodywork. This hipped version of the 1950s style when they were originally designed. Designed mainly for export, they were very popular in America. Here's a good right-hand drive version, and very attractive. The problem with them was that they used to get rust in them very badly, as all cars of that age did. The paint wasn't very good, and the steel underneath it wasn't as good, very good quality as our modern steels are. So they did tend to rot out. And of course, like all classic cars, they went through a bit of a pit downwards. So people didn't bother with them, they let them rust out. So the survivors are well sought after, charming cars to drive. They look really good. And the coupe version, this version is the most attractive car for its style and time, with the 1600cc B-series engine, the MG B-series engine, twin carburetor, pushrod engine, not particularly powerful, but quite slippery for its shape, so it went along quite well. They were nice cars to own, and they're particularly attractive cars to own these days. Now we come up 30 years or more to an Italian version of a little sports car, little nice Bertoni.
20 years actually.
Bertoni
There we are.
Open
Italian
sports car, the Fiat X19.
Not to be confused with a
These
TR7
are charming little
Triumph.
rear-engine sports cars. They're two-seaters with a little 1500cc engine, single overhead cam. They made just enough power to make them pop along with a nice slippery shape. Disc brakes all round, independent suspension. They held the road very nicely. This has got the lift-off roof on it, so it's a Targa top. The engine's underneath the black cover on the boot there, and they could make to go quite quickly if you wanted them. This car is in fact for sale, so it'd make a very attractive investment for somebody in the future. They're nice little motor cars, highly collectible, but they do check underneath for the rust, because they did rust rather badly. But they're nice little motor cars, very attractive little easy to run sports car with most of the parts available from the Fiat 1500. Charming little car, very pretty. This particular one is for sale.
There you go.
So go and talk to the owner, and who knows, you may have yourself a bargain. Now the bank manager special.
There you are, the Rover.
This is the P4 Model 80 Rover. This is what your bank manager would have driven around in, or a doctor come to visit you when the doctors used to come out to visit. This is the car they'd come in. This is the 1961 Rover P4. Very comfortable, stately form of progress, not over powerful 2.2 litre engine.
9 foot.
Originally came from Farnborough. The previous owner owned the car until 1965. The present owners then bought it. It was used for everyday transport until 1985. The car has been in the garage. It was pulled out in 2005 for a bit of restoration. And it's now got its full MOT in 2009. It averages 3,000 miles a year.
Quite a lot, yeah.
It's based in Bath and has been in the same family for 53 years.
Amazing.
So here's an example
3,000 a year
of good
covers?
family ownership and enjoyment of a really fine piece of British classic motoring from the 1960s.
Lovely bit of heritage there from Rover.
Now we're back into racing bikes.
Back to the bikes here.
Where's his piece of paper?
The Festival of Motoring here. There's Hyde Bar.
And we have, this is a racing Norton. It is not a Manx Norton. It's based on a standard Rose engine, which has had a lot of work doing to the internals. It's got Manx pistons, Manx crank and flywheels. It's a very specially built Norton, raced by Alan Wright. It's a 350cc, pure racer. You would never ever make this on the road. It's got no torque on it. How George has managed to keep it going, I don't know, because it's temperamental, bad-tempered, nearly bottomed out there. So it's an excellent bike. It's regularly raced in the 80s and 90s and is in race condition again, and will probably being used by George or Bob for racing. But a really nice example of a 350cc Norton race bike. Not a Manx Norton, not an international, but a well-known club bike around the circuit, highly tuned and great, very exciting to ride.